Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my February 2021 setup. My theme for this month is similar to last month, very minimal, only a few colors in this theme. As you can see, I'm starting with various glass jars, and inside each will be some simple wildflower doodles, followed by some bees and accents, but overall this is a very simple, very clean theme, and I really liked how it turned out. I am using the KingArt dual tip brush pens in an olive green, kind of peachy orange, and a bright yellow as my accent colors. The KingArt brush pens are a new addition to my stationery collection. They were a Christmas gift and I wanted to test them out, and so far during this setup I was pleased with both the colors and just the quality of the brush pens, so I'm looking forward to using some of the other colors that I got in my set, and of course they are linked below for anyone interested in using KingArt stationery. And you'll see throughout the setup that I incorporate more cursive hand lettering. It's something that I am working on this year. It's one of my goals in terms of how I lay out my bullet journal, and even though I'm still kind of in the beginning stages and have to do the thick downstroke separately from everything else, I am still able to somewhat accomplish the look I'm going for, but like they say, practice makes perfect. This month I'm doing individual squares for my monthly layout. They are 6x6 squares for anyone interested, and you'll see this through my flip through, but I do go back and add drop shadows to these, but only in February will you get a perfect 4 weeks in the month. So aesthetically I really love this month. And I utilized my to-do list quite a bit in January, so it is carrying over to my February setup. With the amount of washi tape that I own, I do not think I'll be able to go a single month this year without incorporating it into my bullet journal somehow. For this month I have some neutral colors again, but I do incorporate a floral pattern that I had and have been wanting to use for a while, so you will see those throughout my setup. But moving on is my mood board for this month. I had one last month and I liked how it turned out, and it helped me visualize my inspiration and how I wanted the rest of my month to look after I set it up for my video, so I decided to incorporate the same thing for this month. And while there was only really one spread that inspired my theme, I just love flowers. I take lots of photos of flowers, and even though these aren't individual creators, they're just images that I found online, there are a couple creators who inspired my spread this month that are linked below if you're interested. But one spread that I am not doing this month is my playlist. Instead, I am doing a content planner, and that is primarily for my Instagram feed. I really just wanted a non-digital way to visualize my posts for this month, and that is what this spread is for. Continuing with two spreads that I had last month. This page is my True Self journal page. It continues with the prompts that are in my True You self-discovery journal that my book club started the year off with, and this month the prompt is values, so this page is dedicated to that chapter. And after I add just a few more jars and flowers, I move on to my reading journal page. I finished all of my books last month, and I have determined that I think one page in my bullet journal isn't going to be enough for all of the books that I read this year, so I think I might be creating a reading journal, which I will be filming the setup for. So once I have that video ready, I will be posting that, so be on the lookout. But in the meantime, there are lots of other creators who have done reading journals. Plant-Based Bride is one who really inspired me to create a reading journal. But for February, I'll continue with the one page, and this month I am reading Hope in the Morning by Courtney Peppernell, The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros, and Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This is the spread where I will plan and practice my March theme and layout. I find it very useful when I'm setting up my next month, and even though it's not that stylish and I don't incorporate any of my February flowers or washi tape, this is probably one of the most useful spreads, and that's why I'm continuing it this month. Moving on to my first weekly spread of the month, I am keeping it to one page similar to the first weekly layout I had in January. I kept this layout to 7 8x12 boxes, and then a few empty spaces for some more jars and flowers. This page is a carryover from my January setup where I just leave a few pages throughout the month as blank pages for either jotting down notes or thoughts or brain dumps, but it's really just for anything that I want to use it for. It's not a dedicated spread for anything other than what I need it to be at any given time. As a little treat, I am doing an additional weekly spread setup in this plan with me. I wanted to do a Dutch door for this month, so I thought it would incorporate it into my setup. And for this Dutch door, I am listing my events on the outer side of the page, and then my weeklies on the inner side with just a few colors and some washi tape on the edge of the paper. Nothing too elaborate, just some simple hand lettering and a few jars with flowers on the bottom of each page. Before we get to my February flip through, I just wanted to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my February 2021 setup. Until next time.